What's up guys, Jake here again. Sorry it's been a little while since the last video. Been super busy with work, but today we're having my buddy Tyler. He's gonna help me trim the truck up for 35s. So stay tuned to see what you need to do to fit 35s on your third Gen Tacoma. Step 1, remove those black fender flares off and you'll see these orange and blue clips that you'll want to remove as well. Next up, you're going to want to remove your inner fender liners, which we used a screwdriver to punch out the middle holes and pliers to remove the clips, and removed the fender liners to prepare for the fender trim. Next up, we laid some tape down on the fenders, and Tyler used a scribe to measure out about 2 inches off of the fender flares, and then he used a jigsaw to cut out the inner fenders.
What do you think? I think this will work. Just leave it like that. All the room for activities.
Here you can see Tyler using his scribe to line up the fender flare for the trim for the 35s. Personally, there's multiple ways that you can do this, but we found this is the simplest way as it follows the body lines and contours of the fender and the fender flares. We moved from the front of the truck to the rear to start on the rear fender trim. This part's a little difficult, as you see there is 2 mounts that hold the bed sides of the truck together. Luckily, ATH Fab made their own version of a bed support to connect the bed sides to the frame of the truck. Now, if you're a short bed Tacoma owner like me, the only bedside support you're going to have to worry about is the rear, towards the rear leaf springs bed support. But if you're a long bed truck owner, you're going to have to figure out or fabricate your own bedside support for the front half of your bedsides to support both ends. Well, Tyler did an amazing job on the Tacoma. I'll give you guys a little better view here. It was raining pretty hard when we were doing the fender trims. Luckily, his garage was big enough for us to fit the Tacoma in, but I'll give you a little bit more of a detailed walk around of the truck with the fender trim for the 35s. Now, unfortunately, with how the ports are here in California, I still don't have my wheels. They've been stuck at port for almost a month now, but that's just how it is. So we'll get the 35s on here soon, but look at how much clearance you're gonna have for those 35s. I mean, these are 34-inch tires by 10.5. So jumping up to 35s by 12.5s is gonna have plenty of room back here. Let's move on to the front. Here's the front. Look at all that clearance you have. Now, obviously, one downside is you got to remove all of your fender liners like stated before in the video, and then you got to cap off the air intake that is right here. We used the 4-inch piping end cap and then just use some silicone to close it off. And then I'm running a cold air intake. So one thing you guys got to realize is either you got to run a cold air intake or a snorkel to remove this, or leave that open, but play at your own risk. If you got a 4-inch hole that mud, snow, water, dirt can get into, that's just on you. So got to move those pinch welds in a little bit. We're going to hammer this guy in to clear it, but we're going to have plenty of room here. We've got the cab mount relocation right back there, which is definitely a necessary piece to clearing those 35s. If you're using the regular body mount, you're definitely going to be rubbing on that. But yeah, the Tacoma is done being trimmed for 35s. Hopefully we'll have the 35s on here in a few weeks. I'll do a little update video soon. Got a new vlog camera, so this is the last video you'll see with the iPhone 12 Pro, which does an amazing job already, but we picked up a Sony ZV-1, which I'm super excited about. So stay tuned for more YouTube videos, more professional YouTube videos to come. So until next time, we'll be wandering.